The 33rd
Wow.
question.
That escalated quickly.
Is it safe to say that Professor X is a stand-up guy?
Oh my God.
Well, he was for a couple of issues. He was for a while.
Yep. The
He
real
was for
33rd
a while.
question. How or who would you build the MCU around? Terrence, you got Kevin Feige's pen. And this isn't like, alternate universe. I mean, it is today. You got the movies. You know Chadwick died. You know that you're not recasting. Like, who do you go? Who is your main, and why is it Captain Marvel?
Now, is that the question?
This is such a loaded question.
You know what? Then I would go with the X-Men and work on their stuff because I would want to build towards, the X-Men versus the Avengers and ultimately the situation with the Beyonder when he gathers them all up because he wants to, figure out why things are the way they are in a very savage way. I think that is a situation that can eclipse what we saw in Infinity War and Endgame.
Which X-Men character is going to be the main one?
What I would want to do is I would want to start with Charles Xavier, Magneto, Cyclops,
One.
Storm.
I'm asking just one.
Oh, just one.
Yeah, who's good? Who's getting the most line? Who gets top billing in the casting? Who gets paid the most? Which X-Men character?
That's a hard one. Shit.
You can't just say I'm building around the X-Men.
Right. That's a hard one. You know what?
Yeah.
You know what I would want to do is probably something that a lot of humans won't say. I would say Cyclops to put some respect on the character's name because he should, be leading the X-Men. Aside from Charles, right? So with that, Cyclops. Sorry about the confusion. I was getting something different from your question, but yeah, I would go with Cyclops.
K-Dot, who would you build the MCU around? I'll say this. I'm kidding.
Loaded question for a DC fanboy. I would build it around Black Panther, but that'll be I'll use that as an instrument to destroy the MCU. So that would be my goal. As a DC fanboy, my goal is to destroy it.
So you would say let's have a Black Panther who's not T'Challa.
Yeah, I'll make Peter Parker Black Panther just to piss off everybody.
It worked.
Yeah.
Jaded fanboy.
I'll kill the MCU reputation.
Well, I'm a little biased. So I would take from the Eternals, go the cosmic route, and have the Silver Surfer.
Oh, that's a nice answer. But you would build the whole MCU around him, though? Do you think that's right?
No, but I'm saying is that because again, you're saying follow up with the next phase. Well, the Eternals is kind of introducing the Celestials and the cosmic aspect. And I'm going to go, okay, let's try that as the main focus. We've already done Earth enough. Let's explore the cosmic aspect. Let's explore other planets. Let's explore other aspects of what the MCU has. So the Silver Surfer is a great starting point.
I'd feature him for sure. Have him in the Fantastic Four movie. Have him appear every time we're in space.
Yeah, you can have the Silver
Surfer build around him. I would use a character who's already here to build around, but it's not my turn to answer. Trinity, I want to hear what you have to say about this one.
I think I kind of agree with Terrence. It'd probably be the X-Men, but if not the X-Men, I would say definitely the Fantastic Four. And if it was going to be the Fantastic Four, just definitely get John Watts off of that and get a new director in there. But I would say probably the X-Men more so than anything because, just the vast amount of characters that they've got. And in that case, you're asking for the single character. I would probably start with Wolverine because he is the cash cow. He's probably the most popular one. And from there, he can kind of reel a lot of the other characters in as well. But then it feels like you're just doing a repeat of the Fox universe as well, essentially, because that's what they did. So it'd have to be him or like Charles Xavier or even Magneto, one of those kind of characters, I think.
Okay. When you say Wolverine, I'll ask you, Terrence, and I'll ask Trinity. You mean Hugh Jackman or a recast?
Recast, totally. Yeah.
Terrence?
Okay. I will go for a recast. I want to see him with the mask, right? The comic book accurate costume. It would have to be a recast. I'm picturing a younger guy, more suited
someone
build
that
wise.
you could use over and over. You can't just use Hugh Jackman for every movie. He's like fatigued with that character.
Right. That's why I'm going with the. Even though I love Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, I would go with the recast, younger version.
And then who would you have, Ashley, as your main? Who do you build
the
around?
Man who's about to make another $1.8 billion in the Marvel world.
Even
Doctor
considering
Strange.
Doctor Strange. Oh,
the man. I'm telling you, Strange is the man. He's going to lead us into the future. I mean, because we get this crazy world of magic and different universes, and it's Benedict Cumberbatch. So, and I think that the way that he plays the character is amazing, and I think that he should be the face of the MCU going forward.
Would you be angry or surprised if by the end of Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, if Doctor Strange dies?
No, I wouldn't be. Actually, I wouldn't be. I would be like, oh, they did that. And I would cry. He wouldn't be moving forward, but I don't think he's going to die. If he did die, I would think it would be a ballsy move. But
I don't want him to die either. I just kind of was throwing that out there for you, Ashley.
I think Wanda would die more, if anybody, and I don't even think she's going to. But if
I like the answer Strange because he's there. The Spider-Man answer that Gippy's suggesting, Sony has so much ability to you just don't want to. You don't want to even try that one. But I'm not that he would be a schmuck either. He'd be featured fine. But I would build around. I'm looking at Captain Marvel. That's my person I'd build around. I don't care that people are like, oh my god, I'm mad.
I don't think she has enough personality.
Mm-hmm.
I think
she was brainwashed in most of her movies. So looking for personality in a film where someone's brainwashed is.
I get it. But I'm saying she still has Kree blood in her, so I don't feel like that she's going to have a lot of it anyway. I think that she's going to be very stoic at times. I think that she's
all
good.
It takes is one movie where she's not stoic.
I think that she's good. I think that she's good, like Strange's number 2, kind of like the Captain America to his Strange, kind of like the two of them. But I don't think that her being the main one, I wouldn't agree with.
If she spends enough time on Earth,
I'm willing to give her, like, I don't hate her character. Like I think that her movie was a little sloppy. And that's not based off of her acting, really. It was just like a mess of a film.
Okay, Chill. I'll meet you halfway. I'll meet you halfway, Chill. Because if the next time we see her as a main character, if she is legitimately a good character, I won't be against that. But if it's say more of the same of what we got in her own movie, then I'm gonna be more so against that. Because as far as I'm concerned, I think she's the character that should only be around when you need a little bit of extra muscle. I don't see her as the main face.
Okay. In the Avengers movie, when everyone teams up, you got her there. I would say she, like an Avengers level threat, she'd be necessary for that. What do you mean? Like she'll have her
That's
own
what I'm
movie.
saying, the muscle, right?
She's necessary, yeah.
So
the muscle.
And again, she's also a great connection to the other races in the universe, in the MCU universe. And if they utilize that,
I hate when people say MCU universe. Do you understand what the U in the MCU is? The universe
for that though. Thor would be good for that. He's the protector of all the realms.
Thor is such an outsider though. Does he live on Earth right now? Does he live?
Yep, and he gave up his throne. Ooh, if I could jump in there, I'd smack him with Mjolnir. I'd be like, man, what you doing, boy?
We don't count that Taika Waititi garbage. We don't count that. We're retconning that. I heard the MCU. I heard from some leaker out there that the MCU is going to retcon that Taika Waititi garbage.
I hear you, Trinity, but it's like, even if that's the case, right? I can't put it out of my mind. Like I like Thor, but some of the decisions he's made, I'm like, Thor, why would you do that? Like it's just so weird to me.
Question was, who would you build around in the MCU? And I don't know if everyone has gone yet. Did we hear from Mads? Who would you build around?
I'm just gonna say about I have to say this about the Captain Marvel thing. You had a scene with her and Groot in it, and the tree was not the most wooden character. Okay.
I was really gonna let you answer too.
I was trying to say nice things,
But-
and she'll cut me off.
I was trying to kick you off, and I maximized you. My bad.
It's okay. That works much better.
I'm gonna punish you by making you full screen and have your say.
I clicked the wrong one. Damn it.
It's okay.
Who would you build around the MCU if you had Kevin Feige's pen?
I know this is going to be a very popular answer. And I will say before I say it, that I picked this one because it's the best way to introduce the Fantastic Four, the X-Men, pretty much any other team, because this one gets around the most, and that's Spider-Man.
Okay.
So even with the Sony stuff, you would overlook it and
Oh,
say
absolutely.
Spider-Man.
Absolutely.
So you're going to have to pay a lot of money to Tom Holland to get this done, and then get a unfavorable deal with Sony, because if they're going to do something long term.
Besides, that's also a fast way to get Miles Morales, which is who they've already hinted at in the universe.
Yeah, but they didn't say how old he was. They just said he has got a little nephew. They didn't say he was 5 years old or 13 years old. I don't know. Kelly Thompson's Captain Marvel run.
Keep around for a bit to introduce Fantastic Four. No, keep around for a bit to introduce Fantastic Four, introduce X-Men and some of the other teams that he is already associated with, that Spider-Man is associated with. Kill him off, and then we get Miles Morales.
Damn, kill him off, huh? Ooh.
He's supposed to have 3. Like
in Miles Morales' universe, he takes up the mantle because Peter Parker is dead.
No,
I would never kill the main one.
That'd be an interesting thing to do on film, though.
Killing the main one would only be done if Tom Holland is too expensive and nothing can be done about it. They're going to delay that decision for as long as possible. They'll do a Miles movie while Peter is there, you know, and not follow the comic book stuff, because killing Tom Holland Spider-Man would be saying goodbye to $1.8 billion.
Yeah.
World War III would happen. That's what would start it. I'm pretty sure.
I began reading Gippy's comment, but it starts with "I never like Carol Danvers," and I'm like, why the hell would I read the rest? We got.
You know what? I will give Gippy that. For me, the only real point in Carol Danvers is to bring Rogue.
Yeah.
Please have Rogue beat her ass. Please.
I swear to Gingy and all of that up there that if we don't see Rogue at the end of the Marvels, I will be pissed.
She should suck the energy out, because something's going to happen.
I will make Jaded Fanboy look
movie.
like a happy-go-lucky person.
Yeah. We're going to need to know, like, listen, if a big threat happens, we always wonder, well, where's that hero? Where's that hero? Rogue can solve that problem at the end of Captain Marvel 2.
They did Rogue so dirty in the original series. They
barely did her. They didn't even do her. They just had someone who was there. They called that character Rogue, but she wasn't Southern enough or nothing enough.
Oh, she
She was Canadian.
She was not good at all.